Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, xstitchandchill. My name is Kelsey and this channel is all about cross stitching and the things that I like to do while I cross stitch, like listening to books, watching movies, watching TV shows, all sorts of fun stuff. So if you're a new viewer, welcome. Like I said, my name's Kelsey and this is a little bit of a different video than what I normally do. And then if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. We're gonna see a lot of familiar things today. So today I am doing my 2024 recap. So I am, and it's a whip parade pretty much too, and a little bit of a finish parade also. So, so what I'm gonna do is show you guys a stitch and talk about how many stitches I did over the year, if I finished it, if I started it that year, and yeah, if I'm gonna keep working on it. So I'm gonna grab my computer with all of my notes and we'll get started. Also, if you're new here, this is T-Bear. He is one of the kitties. He's the kitty that shows up the most. But if you came to my house, you would not see this kitty. He would hide from you. So he likes cameras. He's not camera shy. All right, so we are going to get into it. So the first project is a mainstay here, and it is Deathly Hallows. And this is where I am. I'm not going to take it out of the hoop because I still need to finish all of these black stitches. This one I started in 2023, I think, at the very beginning of 2023. And this year I stitched 23,692 stitches on it. And right now it's at 76, almost 77%. And yeah, that is Deathly Hallows. Deathly Hallows is, I wanted to finish it this year, but there's so much black stitching. So I didn't. But I do want to finish this next year. So you'll be seeing it a lot more as the year goes on. All right, I'll probably cut a lot because I'm going to put them away as I show them to you. Because we are trying to leave to go to the mountains tonight. And yeah, because it's supposed to snow tomorrow and I don't want to drive up in the snow. So we decided to move ahead our plans and leave tonight. So yeah, trying to kill two birds with one stone. All right, so the next one I started in 2022, I think, at the very end of 2022, and that is my Shitz Creek. Ta-da! And this is just a small portion of it. I'll put up a picture of what it will look like when it's actually finished, but I don't want to move it again. I'm working on it. So this is Shitz Creek. It's the first full coverage that I started when I was like, these girls do these full coverage stitches. They're crazy. I would never do that. And you will see. So yeah, this is Shitz Creek. And this year it really didn't get worked on very much. I kind of was like trying to go between this and Deathly Hallows and trying to get them a little further along, but I didn't really do a good job. So this one got 8,417 stitches and it is currently at 59.65%, so almost 60%. It's just, there's a lot of block stitching and sometimes I'm in the mood for that and sometimes I'm not. So that is Shitz Creek. I should tell you that the designer and things, Deathly Hallows is designed by it's artwork by DJ Vigo and is charted by Thread Geeks. And then Shitz Creek is, I got it on Etsy by Stitchy Time Designs, and it's actually called Shitz Creek Landmarks, if you're looking for it. Also in the description, I will put a link to all of my projects and what they're being stitched on and the designer and links and all that good stuff. So the next one is another full coverage, Moe and Shandon. This one is artwork by Alphonse Mucha and it is charted by Tilton Crafts. And this one I started this year. So I couldn't tell you when this year. I just know I started it this year. But here she is, looking gorgeous as usual. And this one, so I started it this year, so far, so this is like how much it has in general, and it's 7,385 stitches, and it is at 6.86%. So this one, I'm not like in a hurry to finish or anything. I just like it, and I like working on it, so it's like one of those things that I pull it out every now and then, but there's like no rush. I'm not like, I must finish this right now. It will get finished eventually. I do have this sister pattern also charted by Tilton Crafts and Alphonse Mucha. And yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get to her. I like this one better because I like the colors better for this one. The other one's a lot of like browns and greens and tans. And this is more of like colors that I like peaches and pinks and I don't know, or it's just more interesting. So yeah. All right, the next one is my temperature stitch. So how a temperature stitch works, if you've never heard of one. So basically you track the temperatures throughout the year. There's websites where you can do that. And then I put it into a spreadsheet, and then colors coordinate to a certain degree. So you can do like last year, my temperature stitch, which I happen to have right here. It was every 5 degrees was a different color. So yeah, it turned out pretty cool. And this one I'm doing like every 3 degrees is a different color. So anyway, you just put in the corresponding color with the temperature, and then you stitch that color for the temperature of that day. A lot of them are just highs, but you can also find ones that are highs and lows. I like doing the highs and lows because I live in Colorado, and Colorado has very big swings in temperature. So I think it's kind of fun to see like, oh, it was 65 degrees today, but at night it was 20. So that happens here sometimes. So it's really fun to look at. But this year I am doing a Spiral Galaxy, which is by, I gotta figure out which way is the right way. That way. So this one is by Climbing Goat Designs, and this is their Spiral Galaxy stitch, which has the highs and the lows for the days. And here is where I am. So obviously this one I started this year, and it will not be finished by the end of the year. And I haven't picked out my temperature stitch for 2025 yet, but I do like doing a temperature stitch. It's just a couple stitches a day, and I usually like I have through August done on here. So I just need to sit down and do it. It's kind of tedious because you're changing colors all the time. Very rarely, like sometimes I go through one where it's the same temperature every day, and I have like 4 days in a row that are the same color, but that doesn't happen very often. So this one got 5,682 stitches, and that is 61.88%. So, and this one I started this year, and so that's pretty much all that I've done on it. I'll likely be taking that one up with me to the mountains so that I can work on it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still deciding that, what I'm bringing. All right, the next one is one that I rarely bring out, but it is Satan's Marshmallows, and it is by the Witchy Stitcher. And I kind of worked on this over Halloween-ish. I don't know, I didn't really work on it very much, but I did start it this year. So this is where I am. And I'm not going to UFO this one. I'm just going to pull it out every now and then, usually in October when it's Halloween, because this is like my only like creepy Halloween stitch that I own. So I have done 850 stitches on it, and that's 25.57%. But yeah, it's a lot of red. There's marshmallows, and it's just, I think it's kind of silly. So I like this one a lot. But I will keep working on it. It's not going to go away forever. You just might not see it for a little while. Okay, so the next one is probably going to never get finished, but it is the Velvet Pony. It's a design by the Velvet Pony, and it was a Sal. So I did her summer Sal, which I'll get to, and then I decided to do her fall Sal, and I just wasn't keeping up, and I was like, okay, I give up. There's just so many other things I want to work on, and it's a real problem. So this is as far as I got. I did not even finish part 1 on this one. It's super cute, and I love her designs. It's just so many other things, you know? But this one, I can tell you there's 919 stitches on it, and it's 75% of part 1, but I cannot tell you how much it is of the entire thing. So yeah, this one will probably never get finished unless I pull it out and I'm like, oh yeah, I got a hankering for it. But yeah, this one's probably gonna get a UFO, which I don't UFO a ton of projects, so I don't start a ton of projects though either. So I'm a little, I like to start projects, but I also like to finish projects sometimes on occasion. So yeah, especially small ones like this that are easy to finish. So I don't know, we'll see. Okay, the next one, I took it out of the Q-snap and it's unruly. It is incredibly difficult to work with, but this one kind of encompasses 2 different projects. So that is Nostalgia Tarot, which is by the Witchy Stitcher, and I joined her Patreon because of this project, and I am so not, it's not technically a stitch along, it's not a stitch along, but I am still like way behind on everything. I'm gonna try to show you this because it's just like so annoying. Okay, here is where I am. I'm not even gonna unfold all of this fabric to show you how big it is, but just know it's the size of me standing up pretty much. But yeah, this is where I am on Nostalgia Tarot. So this is 2 projects because there's the frame and then there's the cards. So on the frame, I have done 3,743 stitches, which is 10.48%. And then I finished my first card, and that's the Empress card. And Empress was 4,973 stitches, and she is complete. Now I think I'm going to go over here. Like this is how mad this project is. Now I'm going to go over here and finish the rest of the frame up top. And sorry, I think I'm bumping my microphone, but this is all I can do. I'm gonna finish the frame over here and then start on the Fool card, which is over on the opposite side. So yeah, that's Nostalgia Tarot. It's kind of inspired by Lisa Frank, and it is just like the most annoying piece of fabric because it's black Aida, it's 18 count, and it's just stiff and angry, and it is covered in cat hair, and it's just, yeah. That one I will obviously keep trucking along on. It's not something that I plan on finishing probably ever. Maybe when I'm 80. But I do love it, and I do love working on it. So I will bring it out every now and then when I feel like working on it. Okay, it's a computer malfunction. My keyboard's over here, and it's Bluetooth attached to my laptop, and something was sitting on the space bar, and so it was just like going space bar. And yeah, so it's okay. It's all fine. The next one is Astronaut and Scuba Diver, which is from Unconventional Cross Stitch and Unconventional X Stitch. And unfortunately, she suffered from a fire this year that burned her house down and all of her supplies for her business and everything. So a lot of us were purchasing patterns to help support her. And so I started this one, and yeah, I'll show you. Here's where it's at. I don't have a very big start on it. So it's just a small start, but I have gotten 750 stitches, which is 1.58%. So past 1%. Honestly, I might tear this out because I know it's not going to fit on here. This is an 18 count. I think it's a Picture This Plus Haunted. And I know it's not going to fit on here. Or it's going to be very close and there won't be any margins. So I am thinking it's only 750 stitches that I've done. So maybe I just pull it out and find a better piece of fabric. I do want to do the project because I really like it, but maybe not on this fabric. I might get a bigger piece of fabric or do like a 25 count Lugana or something like that. Yeah, because this is what I had on hand and I was like, oh, and I wanted to start it. And so I was like, okay, well, if I start it, I'll just do it on this one. And I mean, it's close, but it's fine. We can fudge it. And then now I'm thinking that, I don't want to use a whole piece of Aida on something and not like it at the end. So yeah, might get started over. And the next one is I'll Be Home for Christmas, which is by Modern Folk Embroidery, and it is like an advent calendar. And I have been working on that one a bunch since Thanksgiving. No, before Thanksgiving. I started this one on the retreat, the When You Wish Upon a Stitch retreat in California at the beginning of November. So yeah, I have been working on this one. It's my only Christmas stitch, so for how much I enjoy Christmas, I don't have many stitches for it. But anyway, here is where I am. And there's some more snowflakes over here. But I know it's a whip parade and I'm supposed to like pull everything out, but I'm sorry, I can't do it. Here it is. So this one has gotten 2,592 stitches, which is 15.9%. So, and this is a new start for 2024, obviously. I think I already said that. Got a random clip on it. This one I'll continue working on. I might put it away. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is keep it out since it's very wintry. It's kind of less Christmassy, a little more just winter themed. And since it's wintry, I think I'll keep it out throughout the winter and then put it away when it starts getting warmer again. Because it's got cozy vibes and things. So yeah. There's a hair on the back. There's hair on everything. That hair on every project I own. All right, so this is my last whip. Everything else is a finish. So yeah. All right, so the next one, so these are all finishes that I finished in 2024. I have most of them, but some of them were gifts that I have already given away. So we'll start with the Biscuit Mill, which I started in like 2022 or something like that, or 2023. I don't know. I was using it as my F1 stitch. So my husband and I really like watching Formula One racing, and somebody, I think it's Carrie and Stitches, was running this Stitch F1 thing where you would stitch like how many kilometers the race was. If your driver got so many points, you would stitch for so many points, and if your team got so many points, you would stitch so many points, and you would like stitch in your team's colors and stuff like that. So I had started with Ferrari, and then I switched to Aston Martin, and I think next year I'm gonna have to be a Ferrari fan because Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton are driving together, and they both have the most adorable dogs. So and that's a reason why you should like race car drivers. But they're both very good drivers. So and Charles Leclerc is very good looking. But anyway, yeah, let's get back to the stitching. So here is Biscuit Mill, which is by Modern Folk Embroidery. And it is very beautiful. Is it focused? Yes, it is. I can't see from way back here. Yeah, so I finally finished this one after forever, and I love it. It is on a Fiber on the Whim Dunes 20 count Aida, and I stitched it with Weeks Dye's Monkey Grass, and it's just beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, and I have a bunch of fabric left over. Maybe I'll get like another modern fork embroidery to put on it. I don't know. I do like his stitches, or maybe I'll do one of the ones from the book I got, the Krista West, I think is her name. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. All right, next one is another modern folk embroidery. I put them all at the same time. I do really like his patterns. They are beautiful. They're like just like, I'm not a huge fan of like samplers and things like that, but like his stitches, like some of his are just like traditional enough, but still feeling modern, because modern folk embroidery. But anyway, this is Tidings of Comfort and Joy. It's a little bit of a smaller one. And I did this one on, I think it's Picture This Plus Fog. And I used Louisiana hot sauce for the thread from Weeks Dyes, and it is very subtly variegated. You probably can't even tell. So I wanted to frame this one this year, and it has this like one little blue dot from where I was like figuring out where to start, and I have to like wash it out, and I just haven't felt like doing it. So missed opportunity there. Okay, so the next one was a stitch along, and if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you're probably gonna go, oh, I forgot about that project. But this was a stitch along by Flossy Fox Shop, and it was a mystery stitch along, and it is the Farming Magic stitch along. So I started this in 2023, and I finished it at the very beginning of 2024. So that's why you probably have forgotten about it, but here it is. So this was released in like parts, and yeah, it's super cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe my cousin's having a baby. Maybe I can just frame it and give it to her, put in her nursery. I don't know if it's the right vibes, but I'll ask her. Yeah, so that is Farming Magic by Flossy Fox Shop, who also has a lot of really fun patterns. If you think that one is gorgeous, she's got a lot. The next one, oh, and that one was, I haven't been saying how many stitches if you care. So Biscuit Mill was 2,886 stitches. Tidings of Comfort was 531 stitches. And Farming Magic, it says 1,149 stitches, but that's not right. That must be just the last part, and I didn't add them all together. So Farming Magic is like a lot more than that. Okay, the next one is Witch's Brew, which is by the Witchy Stitcher. And it's just another little small one. That's super cute. And I started this in 2024. No, I didn't. I started in 2023, but I finished it this year. So there's that one. And the next one, so this is the last one in a series. So I did all 4 seasons for this one, but I only finished this one in 2024. So, but I started it in 2023 and it took me forever. And that is Heart of the Winter. So these are by Little Dove Designs, and there's one for every season. Again, I can't tell if it's in focus. I need new glasses. So yeah, that is Heart of Winter, and I did spring, autumn, and summer. So, and I have frames for all of those, and I'm gonna frame them. I'm not much of a finisher, so I like to finish the stitching part, but I'm not much of a finisher, like making pillows and putting things in frames and things like that. So yeah. The next one is just a little one that I did for as a sample for a cross stitch class I taught this year. So this one is a start in 2024, finish in 2024, and it is only 699 stitches, and it is these little love dinosaurs. See? Now it's not in focus. 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 There we go. Yeah, so that is my little love dinos. They're super cute. They hang just like above my head over here. So there's hair in it. That one, yeah, like I said, is only 699 stitches. And then the next one I have on my list is Rainbow Bridge, which I did twice. I did one for my brother-in-law and one for my sister. They had to put their dogs down this year and last year. So I made them those, and I'll show you a picture of them because I don't have them anymore. But I did it twice, so it was 4,406 stitches for both of them. The next one is another one that is upstairs. I'm just too lazy to go get it. And that is Cursed Cat Alistair that I did for my daughter. And he was, there he is. He was 5,723 stitches. Felt like a lot more than that, but he was fun to do. And then my mini masterpieces. So at some point this year, I challenged myself to do these mini masterpieces, which is by the Stitch Patterns on Etsy. And so I did 7 of them. I did, this is by, I know it. I can't think of it. But this is the Kiss. Gustav. Well, I'm drawing a blank. I did the wave. Come on. And then I did ballerina, which this is Degas. I know that much. And I did the We Can Do It lady. I don't remember who the artist is. And then I did Kiss in Bed. This is one of my favorite ones. Turned out so cute. And then I never cut these ones apart, but this is Golden Tears and Starry Night. Obviously, I had to do Starry Night. So those are the 7 mini masterpieces I did. All right, and 2 more. So like I said earlier, I did the Summer Stitch Along by Velvet Pony Designs, and this is the finish. So this was like a mystery, and stitched it from the bottom up is how it was released. So it turned out super cute. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but Velvet Pony does a lot of these like geometric animal kind of things. So if you're into that, definitely go check out her shop, because she has a lot of them. And then she has ones with like trees inside of them and stuff. So I think I did another one of hers. It was a moose, but it was a long time ago and I don't have that one. I gave it to my sister. All right. And the last one, I completed my first project on the linen this year, so feeling very fancy about myself. And it is Arranging Cacti by Ink Circles. So here it is. So I did this one on Fiber on a Whim hibiscus, 32 count linen, and I did it with the called for Cotton Color Works. So, yeah, that is all of my 2024 stuff. Thanks for sticking with me if you're still here. But yeah, I will do a separate video for my 2025 plans, because I'm leaving today, obviously, and I won't have all my stuff up there to film things. So when I get back in the new year, I will film a 2025 plans situation. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think I don't have a ton of plans, but I am excited for what I want to do next year. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing holiday season with all of your friends and family and loved ones, and Happy New Year. And I will see you guys next year. Bye.